You deserve a beautiful life, even now. If you've ever sat in the quiet of your home and thought, is this it? If you've watched the years slip by, felt the noise of the world move around you, and wondered if the best parts of life have already come and gone, let me whisper something to your soul today. You deserve a beautiful life, even now. Especially now. There's this lie we're fed, quietly, subtly. That joy has an expiration date. That after a certain age, you're supposed to settle into the background. That delight is for the young, adventure is for the bold, and new beginnings are for people with fewer wrinkles and more years ahead of them. But here's the truth. Time doesn't disqualify you from beauty. It deepens your capacity for it. You see things others rush past. You know the value of quiet mornings, of unexpected laughter, of small, perfect moments that most people miss. You don't need a new body or a big life change to be worthy of joy. You already are. Let's talk about that ache. The one that whispers, you missed your chance. Maybe it says, you should have started sooner. Or, it's too late to make friends, find love, start over. But I need you to hear me when I say this. You're not too late. You are exactly on time for a new kind of life. A softer life, a fuller life. The road might not look how you expected, but that doesn't mean it leads nowhere. Some of the most breathtaking chapters come after the plot twist. When we say a beautiful life, we don't mean perfect. We mean mornings where you wake up and actually look forward to the day. We mean having someone to call when something funny happens or something hard. We mean dancing in the kitchen while the kettle boils. We mean finding music that moves your soul, books that speak to you like old friends, and moments that take your breath away, not because they're grand, but because they're yours. Beauty isn't out of reach. It's waiting to be noticed. It's in the life you have, if you dare to reach for it again. Maybe you've spent decades taking care of everyone else, putting yourself last, folding your needs into corners, just to keep the peace. And maybe now, with the house quieter and the calendar emptier, you're wondering who you are without the noise. Let me tell you. You are not just here to survive. You are not just here to endure. You deserve softness. You deserve joy that isn't earned. You deserve friendships that feel like exhaling. You deserve love, not the kind that uses you, but the kind that sees you. Here's another thing you may have forgotten. Life can still surprise you. Yes, even now. Even here. Even after loss. Even after disappointment. Even after they walked away. Or you had to let go. There are people you haven't met yet who will feel like home. Places you haven't seen that will awaken something you thought was gone. Mornings you haven't woken up to yet that will feel like a fresh start. The story didn't end. You just turned the page. If you've been living numb, just going through the motions, I want you to ask yourself something brave. What do I still long for? What would make me feel alive again? Don't judge the answer. Don't shrink it to make it more acceptable. Let yourself want. Let yourself dream. Let yourself crave laughter, touch, creativity, rest, connection. Desire is not foolish. It's the pulse of a soul that refuses to wither. So how do you build a beautiful life now? Not a fantasy life. Not someone else's life. Your life. Start small. Open your windows in the morning. Make your bed like you're honoring yourself. Call that one person you actually like talking to. Write a letter to the past you, who thought you would never make it this far. Cook something from scratch, even if it's just toast with butter and a poem playing in the background. Beauty lives in these little rituals. It builds a life worth waking up to. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to have a 5-year plan. You don't have to rush. All you have to do is decide, I'm allowed to love this part of my life, even with the grief, even with the uncertainty, even with the body that feels different than it used to, even with the silence. There is something sacred about now, about choosing to live here, not in the memories, not in the what-ifs, but in this exact moment where you are still breathing, still becoming. If you've felt left behind, this is your reminder. The world hasn't forgotten you. Life hasn't given up on you. There is still time. There is still music. There is still beauty. There is still you. You deserve a beautiful life. Even now. Especially now. Thanks for watching Aged and Confused.